Howdy out there, folks. Today we're going to take a quick peek at The Abyss, a film that is actually one of my favorite James Cameron productions that really works, pun intended, swimmingly. The ending, of course, was a little bit of a letdown, but the special edition with the different ending, I think, makes more sense for the film and is definitely the better movie. But what I really want to point out, though, is that inexplicably this movie has not received a 1080p nor a 4K Blu-ray release, and it really just is just not anything that makes sense, because it's one of the most groundbreaking science fiction films ever released. This was the progenitor for the technology used in Terminator 2. The water tentacle scene was really like nothing that had ever been done, and it was served as really the proof of concept for the liquid metal Terminator in T2, along with many other CGI related effects afterward. So, you know, the movie itself is, of course, stars Ed Harris, Elizabeth Mastrantonio, I believe, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, I believe, and Michael Biehn, of course, and Chris Elliott. But it's got a really interesting setup with some crackerjack moments of suspense and tension that I think are some of Cameron's best. You know, again, the ending, even with the special edition, isn't as great as the rest of the film, but it's definitely an improvement, and the movie overall is a fantastic piece of cinema. There is one scene in particular where Ed Harris resuscitates his wife after she drowns that is just unreal. I mean, talk about Ed Harris and what a great actor he is. This scene is just intense. It just gets me every time I watch it. I mean, I'm a blubbering mess at the conclusion of that scene every time I sit down and watch it. And what's really fascinating, if you get the chance, seek out the making of The Abyss. Now, it was up on YouTube for many years in several pieces. I don't know if it's still up there. Unfortunately, it's not even on this disc. But it's a fascinating account of the production of this film and just how difficult it was. It really was a project from hell, and several people on set, you know, nearly drowned and just had nervous breakdowns during the filming. I mean, Cameron was just incredibly draconian and exacting with his expectations as per usual, and apparently it just drove the cast and crew insane. I mean, it was you know, just a really difficult shoot, but I think the results speak for themselves. I always laugh because, of course, on the set of T2, apparently the production would show up for work every day with a t-shirt that said T3, not with me. So Cameron, of course, has quite a history of being a bit of a taskmaster and just an incredible perfectionist. But again, you know, as far as a technical level goes, Cameron is one of the greatest directors of all time. I think his dialogue often leaves much to be desired, and I think that he tends to you know, overdo it a bit in some of the drama. But I think this film, T2, Aliens, and Terminator are all fantastic pieces of cinema. I like True Lies as well, but it's definitely a step down. And really, everything that he's done since has been, you know, technically brilliant, but just not great. And I even put Pandora in there. Pandora is a brilliant visual feast. It was, you know, just another game changer in terms of what could be done. But, you know, the movie is entertaining, but I just don't think his strong suit is drama. So with that, I would just conclude by saying, you know, seek this film out, give it a watch if you've not seen it, or if you have, give it a rewatch, and do yourself a favor and hunt down that making of documentary. Hopefully it's still on YouTube, and hopefully we'll also be getting a proper high definition release of this film at some point. So on that note, please take care out there, stay safe, be kind, and keep watching cinema.